Hi and welcome to Alistair Davies Golf. I'm here today with Adam Cook, part of our project to turn him into a scratch golfer. I think that's what we're calling it, aren't we?
Yeah, trying a
scratch golfer. This is lesson number 2. Today we've decided to focus on short game. Based on the fact when we looked at his data from shots to hole, it can make a difference of 3.7 shots, 10 to 60 yards. So it's going to make a bigger difference than long game when we're starting to get to the season, even though we're wearing woolly hats. It is May, it's a cold night here at the Forest of Arden, but it's going to make a big difference. So we're starting today looking at your pure pitching technique and wedge distance control systems. So keep watching to see what we do with Adam's technique, and then we'll come back to you with a little summary. Okay, so technique-wise, what I want to see you do more, Adam, is basically, stance is a bit wide for a pitch for me, so ending up to probably 50-60 yards, I'd want a narrow stance. So come in narrow for me, and go kind of 2 club head widths apart. That'll be the kind of basis of a checkpoint for you. Ball position's fine, it's in the center of the stance. Distance to the ball for me, you stand a little bit too close, and that affects, you control your wrists a little bit and then control your body. So stand a wee bit further away from me. Enough, perfect. And then just preset your weight a bit more into your left-hand side. Okay, now the main thing I've seen from the video with your technique of your pitching and looking at Trackman is your launch is very high. So what we get is quite a lot of hand action really in the wrong area of the golf swing. So I want to stiffen out your pitching action first of all and get you turning your body on top of the ball a bit more. Your lower half, particularly your right knee, tends to work too excessively, and then it gets kind of underneath you this way so your body can't turn onto the ball enough. So in pitching, I want the kind of reverse sequence I would on a long game. So I wouldn't want the legs leading, I want to feel like the upper body's dominating a little bit more for a short pitch. And as we get to a longer pitch, it goes back to more full swing. So take that setup again for me. And again, I want you just to nudge that right knee in a touch more, feel the weight favour that left side a bit more. Now what I want you to do initially in the first few shots is just try and turn onto the ball with your upper body more for me, okay? Keep your feet very quiet. Just hit a pitch for me like that. Okay, so do another one for me and hold the finish for me. I'm just going to show you where I want you to be. Good, hold it there for me. So these arms and hands are far too close for me. I want you to feel kind of quite stiff. I want initially you to look like a Steve Stricker pitch. So as you go through, I want to feel like the thumbs of your hands point more down to the ground. I want more arm extension. I want to see this width here. And what I want you to feel is that right foot is lower to the floor, and that knee's kinked in more compared to what you did. So it's more turning this way. So your rib cage and your arms are going through the golf ball, and it feels all quite stiff and solid. Now, as we swing further, it's going to feel looser, right? Let's try a ball like that. So quiet feet and that kind of Steve Stricker style look, thumbs to the ground kind of look. Very good. I like that as a practice swing. Better. Still too much feet and knees. Okay. So one more go and I'm going to throw you into a drill. Better. Look at the arm, still wanting to climb round though. So there. Okay, so let's throw you into a drill. So I want you to get your left foot and cross over your right foot. You'll find this hard, I would imagine. So, other way around, left over right. Okay, ball in the center of both feet. Now I want you to hit a short pitch. You might not be able to go quite as far, so this might be 20, 30 yards maybe. And the idea behind this is what I want you to feel you do is your upper body's working, your lower half's restricted. Okay, just do it again. Good. Try and stick the finish. And again, keep holding your hands on there for me now. I want you to try and feel this is kind of lower to the ground a bit longer. Arm straighter. Yeah. So it's going to push your body a little bit. Yeah. Go again for me. Very good. Okay, one more. Very good. Okay, so feet back apart. I want you to feel the same thing as you just did there. Try and show me that. Good. How did the body feel then?
Felt good. Still trying to fight my arm coming up a little bit
Okay, 32-degree launch, that one, rather than 40. Yeah. Okay, it's gone less distance, which you might say that's part of it, but yeah. Okay, same again for me. Again, try and feel that sternum climb on top of the ball a little bit more. Good. Right knee quieter again for me if you can. Right knee, right foot quieter, so don't move the basket. Very good. Upper body more though. So, the lesson, what we worked on technically, obviously to improve the way you control your contact really, is really the sequence of your body in a nutshell. Reducing how much your legs and knees work and increasing how much your upper torso worked. And trying to tie in your arms with your upper torso a bit, because the hands were working a bit excessively, the knees were working a bit excessively. And that gave you inconsistent strike and gave you a lot of high launch, not much spin. And probably an inconsistent distance as well, a little bit. You weren't too bad for that, but a little bit. From an elite player standard, a little bit inconsistent, but from an average golfer, it'd be pretty good. We'll also give you a wedge system. So the wedge system we've given Adam to do would be a body part system. So he's going to go and work away at 6 positions. So we're going to go knee to knee length swings, thigh to thigh, hip to hip, rib to rib, chest to chest, and shoulder to shoulder. And then when he's on the golf course, he's not going to think technically at all. He's going to stand to the golf ball appropriately for the shot he's playing in hand, and then swing that appropriate length to go that distance. So check out Adam's own blog on his YouTube channel, which he'll be talking about his wedge system a little bit more in detail and showing obviously some evidence of your calibration. So we want a calibration done perhaps in the field or a driving range, and then we want it rechecked on the golf course. So in the golf course, if you've got a shot that's playing 40 yards and it's meant to be a rib, you can calibrate, okay, it's actually gone 3 yards, 4 yards shorter or longer, and adjust it over the next few rounds. And then we're going to start to look at your shots to hole data and see if your dispersion comes down over the next 4 to 6 rounds based on now having a better technique, getting more comfortable with the technique, and then having your wedge system for your distance control in place.
Sounds good.
Make sense?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
So that's today's video on Adam's live wedge game. Again, we've done it in the range because we're purely looking at technique. We are going to take him out in the short game area and look at more environment, what shots he plays from different lies, how he would approach things, the clubs he would use, and so on. We're going to do that within the next few sessions really as well, because we've got to get the short game better quickly, I would say, to make a difference to your game. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click like down below. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I've got regular content coming every week on a variety of subjects. And put any comments you have in the box, especially if any future videos you'd like to cover. And thanks for watching.